right, welcome back to our little podcast here on Wired.
And Witty.
Yeah, we're going to talk about everything else as well. I want to start off by doing another thank you to Chris Otako for letting us hang out and talk to him for a little bit. That was great.
Yeah.
I had a good time. He seemed like a really nice guy. And we're definitely looking to do more calibrations. Been working too much. Collaborations. You know, maybe we'll have Jen back on, but we're always open up to new guests. So if you have any interest in wanting to chat with us, we're more than open to it. Just leave us a comment below, or, you know, we're also available on Twitter. You can reach us out to there. Yeah,
I promise we won't go through your channel and judge if you're weird or not and make the basis on that. Probably will.
Maybe.
But, you know.
It's okay to be weird, just not like Uncle Touchy weird.
Yeah. Or like racist weird.
Oh, no. Or
be
Alex Jones weird. No, that's just crazy.
No, yeah, no.
Okay, I know. I make fun of that fucker all the time. He deserves it. Anyways, so yeah, for those of you guys maybe just tuning into our podcast, we're going to start off with a little shout out. Where we usually shout out a little, like another smaller YouTuber, or even one we just like or draw inspiration from. But this week we're going to do something a little different. I'll explain in a sec. Then we'll talk about some things going on in the kind of gaming/media world, whatever else tickles our fancy. And then we'll go into a little question life's deepest meanings and odd ends and shit like that. So with my Wired's Why the Fuck. So to start with a shout out. Don't judge me, because I'm throwing this at Sasha, like, out of nowhere. I'm going to shout out my puppy Scout.
Okay.
Yay! It's his sixth birthday.
It's his birthday today.
It's his birthday. He turned 6 years old. He's a beagle. Well, I'm sure you're probably looking at a picture, right, Sasha?
Yeah,
put up a picture?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
He knows all sorts of tricks. He knows how to close doors.
Yep.
He knows how to roll over and spin in both directions and speak. He even fist bumps.
Yep, he does.
And he is awesome. Now, granted, he does get in the trash. And and he loves food, but he's actually, he's slightly overweight. If I had to put a weight to him, he's probably about 30 pounds.
He's not the fattest one I've seen. No, he's definitely nowhere near.
No, there was a 92-pound beagle at the vet office. Like a few weeks ago there. Yeah. I was like, well, at least you're not that bad. No.
Look at that guy.
Scout weighs maybe about 30 pounds. But yeah, no, Scout he's been my puppy for basically the past 6 years. Mm-hmm. I've had him since he was 10 weeks old, and he was a great pup. Granted, at first it was a pain in the ass to potty train him or get him to go outside. But one day it just all suddenly clicked, you know. It took about a couple months, so about 2.5 months, and it finally clicked. And,
it's not bad. It's shorter than some humans.
And the reason too I love my dog so much is, when I went through some relationship issues in the past, I was really, really bummed and basically depressed as all can be. But he wouldn't really let me stay depressed. Obviously, I got to get up to walk him, but he would want to play and all that stuff, and so it really helped me get through some tough times in my life. So I don't ever see myself not owning a dog. Granted, when mine start passing away, there might be like a little break from them, but I'll definitely. But at the same time, I don't want to go out and get a puppy as like Scout's getting older to make him feel like he's being replaced. So I definitely won't be doing that. But he's a great puppy, and it's his 6th birthday. Yay! Yeah, I took him to the dog park today, and I didn't get a chance, but I'm going to go to the pet store and I get these little rawhide birthday cards, and I'm going to get him one. I'll probably get Ben one too, just so I don't want him to feel left out. And Ben's our German Shepherd that you probably hear bark on the channel all the time.
Yeah, that's him.
So that's my goofy little shout out. Don't worry, I'm sure next week we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program and actually shout out people on like the interwebs and stuff like that. So I can get goofy from time to time. Like I shout out Arnold Schwarzenegger once, just for the fuck of it. So anyways, so moving on to some things in the media. Obviously, the one thing on I think both of our minds, fucking 7/16.
Oh God, dude,
7/16.
Can't wait.
If you now know what I'm talking about, Game of Thrones is coming back for its 7th season. Correct?
Yep. Cannot wait.
Second to last season. It's gonna be sad to see it go, but I've already heard there's like gonna be 5 spinoffs or some crazy shit.
I'm sure. And I'm sure we'll watch every one of them.
Probably. wonder if they're gonna be able to tie up all the loose ends. I doubt it. I mean, I wonder if I can only hope that I hope one of the spinoffs is with the Hound.
Probably. I would imagine so.
I think one's supposed to be a prequel. I've heard that being tossed around, and I have no idea what the fuck the others are about. But either way, I'm looking forward to it. And as are Sasha, ass and titties.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
Ass and titties.
and titty. And lesbians. I can't wait.
Yeah, so we're big Game of Thrones fans if it's not too fucking obvious. And if you haven't checked out the trailer, go do it. And if you haven't started watching Game of Thrones,
fucking do it.
So good. Now, I will say this, the first season dragged for me a little bit. Not to say it was bad, but I could see how it could be hard to get into. But
it's necessary.
It is. It's absolutely necessary. And it just kind of throws you into it. Like, who the fuck are all these people?
Yeah.
But once you just give it time and watch it when you can, and oh man, I have no regrets getting into that show.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get into it until like they were well into season 4, I want to say.
Yeah.
And I was like, fine, everyone at work can't shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, oh my god, so good. And also the new Spider-Man trailer came out. Did you check that out?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Oh, dude. Okay, so like the last trailer was a little kind of serious.
Yeah.
This one's back to like kind of the
comedy.
Yeah, comedy, laid back, Spider-Man. It made me even like I was already excited from previous trailers. This just made it even more so. They didn't honestly have to do this trailer.
Yeah, they didn't really. Yeah, I was already sold.
But yeah, if you weren't sold before, go check out the new trailer. It looks great. I love the Marvel franchise and where they're taking this. And I know the current not owner, because obviously it's owned by Disney, but one of the main producers of this Marvel universe hopes to have all the licenses back one day for X-Men and
that would be great.
All that shit. Yeah, no,
especially because X-Men has gone, with the exception of Logan.
Yeah,
it has gone a little waywards for me. I mean, like back in 2000 when the first X-Men movie came out, like it was like it like created the template for superhero movies, and that was really cool. But then it kind of got a little, and then Iron Man came out, and that kind of set the bar, and they just weren't meeting the bar.
Yeah, I'd have to say like the first 2 X-Men movies weren't bad. They were good.
I think they're pretty good.
Everything like after Last Stand and almost all the origin movies, in my opinion, sucked.
Yeah.
Like I'll give Days of Future Past some credit. Same with First Class.
Yeah, I didn't really mind those. I liked them. I mean, I think it hasn't been to where I think I've watched Days of Future Past again, but I haven't watched the other ones back again. It's like a one-time kind of thing for me.
Yeah, I haven't. I can't say I haven't watched the First Class over again. And then Logan was great. I actually do want to watch that one again.
That was really good.
That was good, and not to say like Fox is completely fucking it up.
No,
but, like Fantastic Four. Give it back.
God, just give it back.
And I think that's what it's gonna take. Though, is they're gonna lose enough money on these movies at one point where it's just like. Sell it. Just sell it back to them, and then they'll buy it back. And I think that's how they're gonna get their licenses.
I mean,
back.
Can you make that argument with Fantastic Four though?
The last movie was a failure.
Oh God, I know, but they've never been good.
I would have to say the one with what's her face, what's her hottie,
Jessica Alba.
Yes, that one. The first one wasn't that bad. Now, granted, you had Mr. Chris Evans kind of playing both the Captain America role. Well, now the Captain America role, but
weird.
Then
that was weird.
Human Torch. But no, but that one, I mean, yeah, sure was a little campy.
Yeah.
And it could have been a little bit better. I don't think it was a terrible movie by any stretch. The most recent Fantastic Four movie that came out,
it was great. I tried it, and I really tried.
I fell asleep like 30 minutes in, and I tried watching it. I couldn't.
It's so awful.
I couldn't. It was just I couldn't. It didn't hold my attention. Yeah, I don't know if it was just like I think it was just culmination of things. It was a poor plot, poor story, and I think they really, not to shit all over the actors or anything like that, but I think that a lot of them were miscast. Like they didn't quite fit that role. Not to say, oh, you shouldn't hire the black guy. That's not what I mean by that. No, I mean I don't care if they do that. It's just like the main character, that little fucking.
They didn't. Oh yeah,
dorky
that
kid.
guy.
That guy,
Seriously, the girl
fucking hate that kid.
And Michael B. Jordan. Fine, I can get away. Michael B. Jordan is a good actor. Fine, I'll give you that. The girl, probably sure. Whoever played Doom. And the guy who from the
Mr. Fantastic was terrible. Like
that was miscast
all day.
The guy from Insurgents, really? Like,
yeah,
ugh.
I mean, I know that guy usually gets typecast for like the bad guy in a lot of stuff. If I remember
because he's a douche.
correctly.
He looks like a douchebag.
He does look like a douche.
But when
nozzle.
he tried to grow the stubble, because he's been away for so long,
it looked like he hit puberty.
Yeah, it looked like he
Congratulations. Sorry, I don't think he's a terrible actor per se. I just don't. He's not Mr. Fantastic at all.
No.
It's like they tried Teen Titan Fantastic Four. You fucked up. I'm sorry. Like, I understand that, yeah, Chris Evans is off doing his own thing. You can't bring the old cast back and you want to reboot it. Fucking terrible, though.
But there are plenty of other young actors that they could have chose from.
But
and again, you don't have to choose a black guy. You could have chosen really anybody.
I don't. But why go, like, fucking high school fucking Fantastic Four? Anyways.
I know.
I think
go
like
on and on about that fucking movie.
If Fox wanted to, like, I'm sure they own the rights to this because they have the rights to X-Men as the Runaways. I'm sure.
Yeah.
It would be smart for them to pick that up and actually do it right. You know, I don't know. I don't know where the fuck all the licenses are. I don't know that much. But anyways, good shit. A little bit of disappointing news, but not the worst of news in my opinion. Is Red Dead Redemption 2 is delayed.
Are you serious?
Till like April 2018, so basically about a year from now. Not that bad. They were trying
to come out this year.
They were shooting for later this year, and it didn't work out. I'd much rather them take the extra time and flush out whatever.
It's not like when Ubisoft does it, where it's just like they got their thumb up their butts. And when, like, if Rockstar does it, I know it's going to be good.
Yeah, and they need more time. They need more time. I'm okay with that. I'd like to see a little more gameplay, but that's okay. I remember when the first Red Dead Redemption came out, I was fucking hooked. I couldn't put the fucking thing down.
I know. That was like an entire like summer for me.
Yeah.
And on. Like,
I remember even doing a lot of the side shit.
Yeah, I did everything.
Like the gambling and like the whole hunting.
Oh, yeah, the gambling. I love the gambling.
Yeah, like I remember there was like a little thing like you have to shoot birds from like on top of the train. I did that. Like
where you like hunt and like take the. Oh my god, I fucking loved it.
And then like the bounties, like where you go like rope the people and lasso them. I can't wait. I hope it and you know Rockstar's gonna fucking make it way better.
It's gonna. I mean, if Grand Theft Auto 5, which how long ago did that come out?
5? Oh shit!
How long ago did that come out?
Was that? Oh man!
That was when we were still at the poop factory. So 2013, 14.
It was September 17th, 2013. God damn, time flies.
And holy shit, right? But that game, you could pick that game up right now and have so much fun.
Oh yeah.
And it's not dated at all. It still looks great, especially if you get it on PC. And oh my god, it's such a good
like they've
game.
got a huge modders.
Oh yeah, and they're online. Like I know that in the beginning I talked shit when like the online kept failing, but their online community now is so good and so immersive and it's just so it has a great following and no one's dropped off. Like it's
a great game too. Like if you just want to like turn your brain off for a little bit or just like jump into something, it is a really good thing to do it. And they've just had a good. There's something about their open world games. They do it right. It's addictive. It's like, fresh. It's
which I'm sure you're going to segue into, which is Far Cry. Like for example, like Far Cry.
It's repetitive.
It's horrible. Like I just can't. I lose interest. I think I bought that. I bought the last one. I played the first and second level, and it wasn't like
I've heard good things about Primal, but it's still the same thing. It's the copy paste formula, and you don't feel that from any of the GTA games past. Okay, so you had 3. Sure, you might feel a little bit of copy paste from Vice City and San Andreas, but even then, they improved each one significantly. Where now you can like fly helicopters and drive motorcycles as before you couldn't, and then fucking San Andreas you had jetpacks and fucking fucking was it like the Harrier jet and the
Yeah.
bicycles,
My
and you
God.
could work out and then 4 came out. It was fucking fantastic. I don't even consider like the Vice City and San Andreas as like, sure, they're their own individual games, but they're not the next in the franchise. So whenever you'd see like a GTA 3 to 4, that's a huge jump, and you can see the improvement. Far Cry fucking 3 to 4, you don't really see that much of a difference, and at the same time, it's the same game over and over and over. Like,
oh my God.
And I know that they've been teasing about Far Cry 5, and I'm not. And if you are a fan of the Far Cry series, that's great. Have that if it does work for you. I'm tired of the open world games falling into this repetitive slump, and a lot of them do it. Assassin's Creed's been doing it.
Yeah.
Shit. Why am I blanking? Like, there's been a lot of open world games that have been just repetitive garbage.
I mean, we don't know any because we haven't been playing them.
That's true.
Where's that one that we played for the channel together?
Watch Dogs 2?
Ghost Recon?
No.
Ghostlands?
Oh, yeah, the was it Ghost? No, it was Wildlands.
Wildlands, yeah, there you go.
I mean, yeah, sure, we only played the demo. Yeah, I had fun with it. I will say that. But I can see how, like, you basically do the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah.
And I did, that's what a lot of reviewers were saying. Now, they say usually there's enough there where you do it differently, but ultimately you're accomplishing the same goal.
Yeah.
Over and over, and that's why we kind of backed off on purchasing it. Not to mention, it was kind of an editing nightmare.
No, yeah.
For whatever reason, it was like skipping it during the recording, and we had to line it back up.
We need to get a capture card. That's
yeah. I mean, that's our fault. That's not the game's fault. I'm not gonna blame that. It wasn't a bad game. I'm not saying that. I just think, like, compared to like how Rockstar does an open world game, I'm surprised the other developers haven't fucking taken some notes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, yeah, sure. One can argue, well, in GTA 5, you're just fucking running around shooting people, but each mission is its own real unique thing, and then you get into the heist.
Same thing. Yeah, it's not the same thing over and over and over again.
Right. You don't feel like you're pushing for a story with interesting characters, and at the same time, usually doing, like, even though, yeah, sure, you're driving a car, you're doing enough to where it feels very different, in my opinion. And I think hopefully the other open world games will get better by that. And what the fuck is up with the Far Cry 5? Did you see all those little teaser trailers?
So basically, like, to me, it looks like, Westboro Baptist Church mixed with Duck Dynasty. And they're going away with using white non-military Americans, as a villain. The thing that I do like about Far Cry is that when they make a villain,
they make some pretty cool villain. The Far Cry 3 dude was fucking
crazy. And even the last one, Far Cry 4, like, that villain, like, the way that he was thought out, the way the voice acting in it, like, they have really good villains. But then the protagonist, I don't give a fuck about. And it just, you get disconnected as soon as the villain goes away, you get disconnected. You're like, come back. Don't leave me here with this fucking boring-ass guy. And then, I've
heard some things where they do that on purpose because they want to make it feel, that it's you. Honestly, that's the reason why Master Chief has a helmet, is because they want it to feel like it's you. Yeah. They want it to imagine it's you. And that's fine and dandy in some cases, but if you're trying to tell a story, give the actual main character some, I think people don't really care about, I mean, yeah, they want to connect. I get that. Yeah. You always want to connect with a character. But you can do it in a way where you're giving them still some personality that maybe some people, if not everybody, will connect to. I don't know. Yeah. Fuck me, I don't know. I mean, I'm no pro at this sort of shit. Hopefully the Far Cry games get better. Like I said, I'm still very interested in playing Primal. I've heard it's pretty fun. I haven't seen it at a reasonable enough price for me. Yeah. If I see it like $20 somewhere, I'll grab it. Just because even if I don't like it, I'm not out that much money. Yeah. What interesting things happened this week for you? I mean, that wasn't tragic.
Well, I've got a couple of things.
Okay.
So Netflix is, I think 2017 is like the year of Netflix. Like, they're doing it. Aside from a couple of missteps, but they're bringing they're starting to do bringing stand up. Like, if you go into Netflix now, They have a whole lineup of people doing stand up, and they're bringing back people who haven't done stand up in a while. Like Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle, that was great.
Yeah, that was pretty great. And then now they're bringing back Ellen. And I don't know if you've ever seen Ellen's stand up because she hasn't done it in a very fucking hilarious. She's fucking hilarious. So I can't wait. Like,
She's been just doing the talk show thing for a while so long. I might have seen her stand up at one point, but I can't remember.
She hasn't done it in 15 years. And
wow.
Yeah, but Ellen, like, it's different from, like, she has a talk show. Yeah, that's great, and she's funny on the talk show, but, like, when she's allowed to, like, come up with her own material, it's really good. And I think it's going to be really good. I think this is going to be just as good as Dave Chappelle, except I don't think I don't remember her ever cursing.
But that's the thing. I don't think you have to curse to be funny.
No.
And you don't have to be like the Jim Jeffries. Speaking of which, I think he's got like a new thing coming out for Comedy Central.
I think so.
And I saw one of the promos. Is kind of funny. It's just like, it was something about like gun control, sort of, where it was just like, no, I think everybody should buy a gun, but before you do. You have to prove that before you apply, you have to prove that you've been laid. If nobody's gonna fuck you, no fucking guns. It's like guns don't kill people. Virgins, crazy ass virgins do. Fucking hilarious. Jim Jeffries, you're the man.
He's good.
I mean, he's obnoxious as all fuck. He's not for everybody, but man, is he hilarious.
I'm easily offended, and I thought he was really funny.
Yeah, if that's saying something. I was actually afraid to watch Jim Jeffries around you at one point because I was like, I don't think you're gonna like this much, Sasha. And she over there fucking cracking up, just like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But no, full on Ellen, man. I like how, dude. You know what pisses me off, right? So, Netflix recently was at some sort of fucking film festival, some hoity-toity film festival. Forget me, the name escapes. But as soon as the Netflix logo came up, everyone booed.
Was it Cannes?
Like, what?
Was it Cannes?
Yeah, it was at Cannes. Yeah. Everyone booed. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Netflix, if anything, is giving those type of movies chances as before you would never really see them come out in any sort of platform. They would just show up at a film festival and be done. That's the end of that film. Netflix is there to give those type of projects not only funding, but also where your idea and work sees the light of day.
And that's the thing about Netflix is that when beyond going, if you're working for like if you do something with like Paramount or any of the big movie studios, and sometimes big movie studios do bring their projects because now they like to do the same thing that games do, where they're like, oh, we're indie. But it's actually backed by like a major studio. They bring their films there, and and not to say that those films are bad, but Netflix gives these whoever they choose, like the creators, a lot of input and a lot of control. Like, again, perfect example is Master of None. If you watch season 2 of Master of None, that is as good to be in a Cannes Film Festival as anything that was shown there that was brought independently. Now it has a stigma because it's Netflix. It's like if you saw the Blockbuster logo.
Well, I mean, I get it. It is still corporatized in a way, but it's not so much where they seem like robots. They're making a lot of money. I get it, but at the same time, they seem to be actually using that money to fund and support new series, new movies, a lot of Netflix exclusives.
It's regurgitating the constant crap that comes out of that machine.
Right, where all you're getting is your fucking Fast and the Furious and the next superhero movie.
Or the next Big Bang Theory. Did you see how they're doing a spin-off for, like, young Sheldon? I was like, seriously? And now, the networks are running out of ideas because Netflix has such good shows. And I do really think this is because Netflix has such good shows. People are moving away from cable. They're bringing back Will and Grace, and they're bringing back Roseanne, which I have no problem with. I love those shows. Those are great shows. And they're very, very good shows, and they're very well written. But you just see it just shows the length that these networks are going to have to do because all of their new content fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Don't give if you don't like Netflix, that's fine. But I mean, I think they have quality programming, and I'd readily get rid of cable. I
just didn't understand, like, that just kind of pissed me off that it got booed. Like, guys,
how
like,
they are.
well, yeah, I get it. You're hoity-toity little douchebags. I'm sure you probably would have booed if you would have seen like the Paramount or Universal symbol.
Yeah.
Just because it's corporate America. It's not art. I get it. Go fucking to your Starbucks and shove your fucking frappe latte, whatever the fuck, up your goddamn ass, and but. I don't know, just a lack of respect, in my opinion, kind of sucks sometimes.
You should be celebrating that something was made.
Right, exactly. Whether it was fucking has a Netflix logo on it or not. I mean, fuck them. What else is Netflix doing, though?
That's all I've got.
Oh, that's
for
all
them.
you
Yeah.
got? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, just like, that's the only thing that really caught my... I'm sure they have more things in the works. I know that, a couple of shows got canceled from them, but, I'm sure they'll fill those slots very quickly. DJI announced their new drone called the Spark, which is the cheapest consumer drone on the market right now, which is $4.99.
What about that little mini drone that I saw?
That one, that's still on Kickstarter.
Okay.
Yeah, so that still hasn't come out. Like, this is this
is like full-fledged.
Yeah, this is like
mass-produced.
DJI's like.
Okay.
Because they have the Phantom series, and the Phantom series, starts at like $8.99.
Oh yeah, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah. So apparently it doesn't have a full gimbal. Like, the gimbal doesn't have full access, but it does. Like, it only does 1080, not 4K. But apparently, it can follow your hand movement. So if you want to feel like Iron Man, you can control your drones with your hands. In a related story, the White House just released a proposal to allow officers to shoot down drones. So also, you probably want to be careful with that $4.99 drone.
I think that's completely unnecessary because hold on.
I don't know.
Here's my reason for it. Is because a lot of the newer drones today has like basically a GPS built into it, where all they would need to do is use like a universal GPS sort of system where there's no fly zones, like airports, White House, shit like that. Where even if you wanted to, the fucking thing won't turn on. I've seen drones programmed that way, where if you're in a no-fly zone, the fucker won't even turn on, thus go in the air. Yeah. So by giving cops permission to shoot these things out of the air, because you're filming within your absolute right to be able to, is it kind of a dickhead thing, and I can already see the problem.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, I get it, because like their argument is that they're going to so they can disable it over covered areas such as fire rescue operations, wildfires, police investigations, stuff like that. Which, fine, that's understandable. But the way that they're going about it is that the proposal that they've given would allow them to be given a wide range to intercept wireless signals going to the drone, and to determine that if it's a threat, and then be able to redirect, disable, confiscate, or destroy it. So the reason why that is such kind of a bad thing is because that is also under regulation being considered as wiretapping. Because, you can follow that signal to the device that it's coming from, and then essentially get access to where that's, the device itself. They're saying that's not what they're trying to do. But again,
Yeah.
Yeah, and the FAA is considering that it considers that to be aircraft sabotage as well. So, they're saying that it's going to open up way.
You have to go get these things registered and shit like that too. That's another thing usually where.
Places like I can't remember. I don't like. I know that. If they're, I don't know if it's like if they're a certain size or a certain, because you could just go buy a kid could just go buy a DJI drone and just fly it wherever. He doesn't have to register it.
So there's certain ones though that you have to register. I understand.
The commercial ones, yes, because those are the ones that are big, and those are the ones that
probably just like do some damage, shit like that.
Yeah,
I love drones. I hate people that like wanna. Like I saw this fucked up video about a drone once. How like this lady tried fucking stealing one of these people's drone that were flying it around in a park. They got permission to do it.
Yeah.
And it went to go land, and she ran over there and stole it, and tried walking away. And the people obviously followed her. It's an expensive drone. They don't want her to leave.
Like what the fuck?
They called the cops, and she claimed that it almost hit her, and it didn't at all.
It has a
like,
camera on it.
people always like are out there trying to like be like buzzkills and fun and like stompers, like just because they don't like it, and that's not
like
cool.
I get that. Yeah, sometimes the propellers make a loud noise. But yeah, I get it. But like just stop being a Clint Eastwood. Just leave the kid alone. Like let him
play. Especially like the little fucking ones with like the goggles and shit where you like.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. And they have ones that race. They do drone racing.
Yeah, drone racing now. That's probably gonna be like the next sport.
Yeah,
like battle bots and shit.
Oh, let's see. Oh, I got one more. Speaking of racing. So.
Speaking of racing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they've the Formula 1 racing thing is going on now.
Yep.
And they've been trying for years to get a specific division for self-driving ones. So
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, right. So they haven't announced when it's going to be. I don't think they're anywhere close. But they have one car that they got to do a lap around the raceway, and it is as anticlimactic as it sounds.
Oh, didn't like break any records or anything like that.
No, I mean look at this. There it goes.
Oh my god.
Zoom.
Wow.
Zoom.
Go.
Zoom.
Back to the programming board there. Like, you would think though, like if they program it right,
they're just being careful.
The self-driving thing should be able to like just fucking go at wild miles per hour.
So yeah, because their like whole thing would be, it's not remote controlled. It's a team that's programming algorithms and strategies into the car to determine like, okay, well, around this turn you're going to be aggressive, or around this turn you're gonna step off, and it's a more of a strategy sort of thing that they program into it, and then they just let them go. So it's called Robo Race. I hope they change the name.
Yeah.
But I'll put a video up, and you can see the zoom. The caption of the article: a slow but important step.
I mean, yeah, it's a step in some sort of direction. Sure, I can appreciate that.
I guess. I mean, but just
self-driving is gonna be.
Look at this shit. There it goes. Zoom. It looks so fast too, but then it's just like. There it goes.
Like, it reminds me of some of the people that get stuck behind on traffic.
Yeah.
Fucking go!
Oh god!
You deserve that car. Get out.
I know. Yeah, like put me in that car and I'll fucking. You won't see me. Like, come on, look at this shit. So there's a guy who's walking faster than it. Whatever.
Oh man. So I guess why the fuck?
Yeah.
All right. I honestly forgot which one I was gonna use. That's okay. But I thought of one along the way. So I don't know, why the fuck do people want to be buzzkills and like the fun police?
Because people are crudgy old Clint Eastwoods that.
I mean, I can understand if you're doing something harmful, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That will most likely, if you continue pursuing said activity, can lead to somebody's harm. Or if you're making way too much racket. I get that, where you might want to step in and be like, hey, just keep it down a little bit. Just a little. I can kind of understand that, but to like go over there and try to like steal somebody's drone, or I've seen kids on dirt bikes that are just out in fields, not even on like somebody's property, just doing their fucking thing. They're staying out of trouble. They're just fucking out there playing on their dirt bikes.
Hey, kids.
Crotchety old fuck running up there and be like, hey, I told you fuckers. Just because they hear the little and it's like, go fuck inside.
Can you even hear it really?
Yeah, like, I mean, if you're inside, you'd probably hear the little like.
You're old.
Like, dude, just chill the fuck out and let them have their fun. Like,
not to say that it's all old people. That's not.
No, but still, I've seen so many people. Like, it's usually old people.
Like, I get it. Like, sometimes when you get in a mood, like sometimes I can be fun police. Like, I can be like, I don't. Shut the fuck up. Like, or go get a job, or where's your owner? Like, sometimes I can do that, but I'm not like that all the time. If you are a serial fun, like like fun police or serial curmudgeon, like you need to work out your priorities.
Yeah, and you need to like just chill the fuck out. Like take a chill pill and just chill. Like I can understand this. Like today at work, for whatever fucking reason, I was walking around the front of the building and somebody was like blaring their horn at I don't know what the fuck, and started yelling something out the window. I'm like, I hope that person doesn't work here. I mean, I'm sure they probably do. Like, why are you acting like that? Like that, I can sort of understand. But like, dude, what the fuck is your problem? But when, again, like I said, like kids are out there having fun on their dirt bikes or playing with their drones, I don't know, or out there on their bicycles or little fucking scooters or whatever, or go-karts. Let them have their fun as long as they're being safe about it. Yeah. I can understand if like you see one not wearing a helmet, kind of be like, hey, where's your lid at, buddy? Like let's get a helmet on you so you don't fucking kill yourself. But to be like, get the fuck out, you guys gonna stop doing that? Yeah, just stop being a fucking curmudgeon. You're gonna, nobody likes you.
Maybe that's why you're doing it, because nobody likes you.
Yeah, and if you're alone, maybe that's a good reason for it.
You know, I think you should have fun police. And I think
that sounds fun.
the best person to do it would probably be a 64-year-old Caribbean woman, aka my mother.
Teamed up with like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah. like I've told this story before on a podcast when I was little, I was babysitting that kid, and the fucking lady who ran our complex, didn't run our complex, she was just part of the homeowners association, like came out and like told us that we couldn't play together in the pool area because he was in phase 1 and I lived in phase 2, and he couldn't be in phase 2's pool. And like my mom went over there and gave her the business.
Nice.
And she left me alone.
Good.
She used Bumbleclot. She used.
Does that really matter what phase you're in?
Heck yeah, what the fuck? He's 9 years old. I'm not gonna leave him in a pool by himself.
Get the fuck out of here with that
people like that
bullshit.
And she wouldn't come out. She wouldn't come out of her house. She was standing on her balcony and would yell at us from the balcony over to the pool.
It's usually those people with nothing else better to do.
Yeah, like she seriously had nothing better to do.
I hate those fucking types. Get a hobby.
Yeah. I'm sorry your kids won't come see you anymore, but God, leave us alone.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck. Like, remarry, and at least you'll have another person to torture and
why don't all of them just get together and go to a farm somewhere and then just complain on the farm? Just get it all out on the farm.
Just go to Montana and be in Far Cry 5.
Yeah, there you go. Join your people.
And that's my thought to it. I mean, yeah, sure, everybody's not like equipped to go like pack up and move away, but those types of people should be living like in the middle of fucking nowhere, so to speak, like in the sticks and away from civilization. I'm not saying that to be mean, but those type of people do need their solitude, and they should see if they can make those life changes to be able to make that solitude like a reality, because I think they really just can't stand people because they hate themselves so much. I don't know.
There's a fine line between that and I can't remember what that Ruby Ridge. There's a fine line between that and Ruby Ridge, which is where that family who like wanted to be away from everyone went up all the way up into the mountains, and they like were commiserating with some of the neo-Nazis, not really joining in, but like were looking for like a place to belong, and then it all sort of kind of went out of control because he became very anti-government, and then the police ended up like killing his entire family except for like 2 people. But
I've never heard of this story.
Really?
That sounds crazy.
You have to look up Ruby Ridge, dude. It's
Ruby
fucking
Ridge.
Nuts. Yeah, it's nuts.
Well, there's that, but
so there's a fine line.
I was more like referring to, I don't know, get like a little plot of land in Tennessee where your next door neighbor is like basically, I don't know, fucking a mile or so away from you. And that
just
way,
yell out in the expanse of your land.
You can just not have to worry about anything. That's it. You're just everything's silent. You don't have to worry about people or.
Sure, if you get in an accident, nobody's coming for you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. People can be annoying sometimes, it's just like, what the fuck is wrong with that person?
Yeah.
Like when I was on my cruise, like I saw some kids being stupid, but I was like, they are kids, but still, like, what the fuck's wrong with them?
Yeah, that's the best part, though. You just
They're
get
not
up and go
mine.
somewhere else. Yeah, they're not yours.
And that's the thing too. You're just like, I mean, I know it's the passive aggressive move, but you just, I mean, at the same time, you don't want to start shit on a cruise, especially with a kid.
No.
You just go elsewhere. Just
Yeah.
all right. I'm time to vacate this area and go. And they have like adult sections, which was great.
Yeah.
You know, where nothing but the adults are there, and it was funny like seeing like a couple like teens try to get into the area, and then like the fucking drink dude was just like, fuck it. Go, leave. We're looking up.
No.
Scam,
You don't want to hit this
scam.
train too early, kid.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
So just don't be a grumpy little fuck, I guess. I don't know. And try to kill some people's fun. Just why don't you just find something else fun for you to do that's enjoy. I don't care if it's making birdhouses, beating off in your basement.
Yeah.
As long as it's not hurting anybody, I guess. Just fuck off. I don't know. And that was about do it for our little podcast this week. Let us know what you guys think. Again, we love the comments. Thank you for all the support we continue to receive. We really do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next week. And hopefully you guys like our gameplays in the meantime.
Bye.